All right, we're going to go ahead and mix this resin together to get the mold of this port here. So first off, I'm going to stick the valve in here. I'm going to coat the inside of the port with a little grease. This as a mold release. You can use Vaseline. You could probably use silicone or some other substance. Just a light coating. You don't need a whole lot in there. Just a little bit on your finger and smear it around. And I'm going to put the valve in there too. So we'll get this thing set up for however long it takes for this silicone to set up. It's a 2-part silicone. So we're just going to smear that completely around the inside of the port, around the bowl over here. On the end of the seat in here. Let me get this side over here real good. You could use regular silicone. I'm using this 2-part A and B mix to get it in there. Let me put some on the valve here and make sure I get it around the guide boss down there. Put some on the stem. Put some on the stem there. I'll put a little bit extra on the valve face here to help seal it. So we don't get silicone oozing out. We probably will anyway, but it's not like it matters. It's just a mold. I mean, really, you could just use regular silicone like this here. Just buy a tube of it and fill it up. Something that stays kind of soft, though, softer. And let it sit up for a couple of days. Now, you're supposed to mix this in a 1-to-1 ratio. That's what they say anyway. I'm actually going to do the right thing and weigh it. Okay, we about got it here. Hopefully we made enough here. We're going to have to stir this up really good. That should be about equal there. We should have plenty left to do the exhaust ports when we're ready to do those. We're just doing the intake first here. And I'm going to stick a piece of tape over this valve just to be sure that we're going to be all right there. Make sure it doesn't fall out and we're actually sealing it up. And I probably don't even really need to be doing it with the valve in it. I probably could have just put a piece of tape over it, but we'll see. All right, let's go ahead and give this a good mix. We'll pour it in there and see how we do. Hopefully we got enough in here. If not, we'll mix a little bit more. And yeah, it looks like we made just enough. Good guess, huh? Just need to figure out how we're going to stand this thing up here. No. I think we're leaking a little bit. All right, I think we got it now. Pour the rest of this in here. Had a little leak there past the valve. That ought to be good. We'll let that sit up tonight and see how we do. It's probably going to have to set up till Monday sometime. Make sure it's good and dry. Doesn't look like we're leaking anymore. I went ahead and I put some tape over it. It was still leaking past the tape, so I put the valve spring back in there just to give it a little pressure on the valve to hold it. And doesn't appear like we're leaking anymore. So that should be good. Got plenty enough to do the exhaust port when I'm ready to do it. But that's about it, really. And we'll go on from there. Hope everybody has a fine weekend. That should give us a good impression. This stuff doesn't set up really hard like regular silicone does. So it stays pretty loose. We should be able to get it out of there fairly easily by pushing on it. Hopefully. I guess we'll find out when it's dry. Guys, take care. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking all that stuff. And everybody take care. I'll see you in the next one.